Today we have a unit that I'm going to show you on this that this one was not repairable. This one had a lot of corrosion. If you want to come take a look a little bit closer, as you can see here, some of the pins, typically if you have corrosion on these pins, that's an indicator that there could be a lot more corrosion on the circuit board itself. So we'll take a look. I'm going to open this module up and we're going to see how bad the damage was and how much corrosion's on there. So whenever people ask, if, hey, I have this that was in a flood or it was outside, we don't promise that we can fix it, but we can definitely do a diagnostic. It really just depends how much corrosion is on that circuit board, because if you have a unit that was exposed too much, then it could be not repairable. Customer was complaining about fuel gauge not working, etc. He said this unit was outside exposed to the elements, so we wanted to see how much issues there were inside. On one side of the board you have corrosion around the pins. Some of this is actually cleanable on these units. If you just clean it off, resolder them, make sure that they're having a good connection. But this wasn't the least of the problems. What the major concern was, when I flip it over, you can see the corrosion throughout the whole board. So it's already eaten up a lot of the components. Most of this may not even be solderable. And it's just not worth cleaning as far as to repair this board. We can clean up this whole board, resolder all the components if they're solderable, but we would have to check with a multimeter and oscilloscope to make sure it's getting a good signal. A lot of times when it eats components to the point where it rusts out and breaks the legs off components, it's just not worth fixing. It's best to replace the unit altogether due to it can, show instability later down the line, weird symptoms. So in this case, we're going to issue a refund, and you can see how much corrosion there is around the components. Usually water damage will cause components to turn green and black in certain areas. A lot of times corrosion may not be as bad as what it looks like right now if you take off all the surface corrosion, but in this case there's just far too much on this unit. So if there's burnt damage, obviously we have to take off the components, clean the circuit board, and find out how much damage there is prevalent on the board. If it's repairable, we'll replace it with new components, test it to make sure the board is stable. But in this case, as we can see, this one's too far gone. If you have any questions, visit our website, UpFix.com. We're always responding to customers and new inquiries. This is what it looks like when you get corrosion in a circuit board. Thanks for checking it out, and be sure to like and subscribe on our YouTube channel and follow us on Instagram.